Hey guys, let's review the Lord Bushotee / Pelvicus, I think that's how you say it, figures from Four Horsemen Studios, Mythic Legions line. Now, as you can see, these come in the normal window package. Now what's special about these is they're characters from a group called the Four Horsemen. So inside this package, you actually get two heads. You can have a Macarian head, which is like the gladiator, like Vetus or Romulus, sorry I should say, which is just coming out. Or you get the lovely skeletal head. So, with the normal window package, and here you go, this is what I'm talking about. You get heads to make both these characters. That's named Lord Bushotee and Pelvicus. Could be butchering that if I am, let me know. We've got the lovely artwork on the back. This is the Alithia artwork, I believe. That came on the back of that box. Obviously, we've got Alithia front and centre. Alithia figure up here. You've got your Artemis, your... I'm not going to remember half the names. Baron Voligar. You've got your... doesn't matter. Valak, my favourite Mythic Legion figure ever. Krotos. Lord Bardrick, that's the one. And then you've got Varg. So, let's crack this open. So, this right here is Pelvicus, the skeletal head and character. Now, as you can see, mine is very, very stiff. Very, very stiff. Now, this is what the character looks like as a skeleton. I've also got another figure, the exact same one, because I want to have both on display. So before we look into the articulation, because this one is definitely going to need warming up, let's go through the accessories and then we'll go through everything else. So, this Pelvicus, if we just place him up here for now, please stay up there, comes with this very fine red cape, lots of battle damage and some darkened areas. Only got 2 holes as opposed to the usual 4 holes on a Mythic Legion cape, which is absolutely fine. I found this a lot easier to go on the other figure. That is something to bear in mind. 2 holes and it does flow nicely, which I'll show you shortly. We, of course, get wing adapters. We get 2 for some reason. I don't know why. Anyone that does know, please let me know. We have the lovely spear that comes with Vetus and a few other characters. In this very nice... It's almost like a charcoal grey, I guess. It doesn't quite look black to me. It doesn't look grey to me. So I guess it's a charcoal grey. Get you on... It's not quite a long sword. I guess it's... Would it be an arming sword? I think that's what they call it, but you get one of these. Get this really nice shield. I really like the colour on this. This is like a silvery grey. And this is the same shield that comes with people like Taurian and whatnot. So if you want one of these shields for anything, like this is a great base because it's so plain as like an army builder shield. Definitely worth getting the figure for that alone. We have the new designed pauldrons that came in the Alithia wave. These are from Valak. Get the exact same pauldrons there. Really, really big fan of these. Really big fan. I love the design of them. I love how they look. It's just perfect. And of course, the spare head, which is just here. So, this is the other one I have. I have already taken this one out and warmed him up. You also get a red bandolier, of course. Now, this is what they look like. So this is obviously the skeletal head, and then this is the Macarian head. I believe this is Lord Bushotee, the leader of the Fearsome Four, or Furious Four, and then this is Pelvicus. This is what this character looks like with all his accessories on and blah, 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 blah. Like, it looks amazing. This might be one of my favourite Mythic Legion figures ever. Easily top 5. Easily top 5, possibly even top 3. It's so nice. Now, let's look at the articulation. So if we get rid of all of this, we also... comes with a bandolier, so you can put this around the body before we do into the articulation. But it also has these little straps here from this belt. This is the new design belt that comes from the Alithia wave. So these swords just slot through here. There's 2 little holes. I put mine through both because I just think it makes it look a bit sleeker. You could just put it through one, then you've got a spare one if you want to put like double swords on him. For example, I'll show you. You could go down that route, having 2 long swords, one that flows along the back and one that flows along the side. If you want to go sort of like a Witcher-esque vibe, because obviously the Witcher Geralt has 2 swords, so if you wanted to do something similar, you could do. I'm of course going to stick with the one. Okay, so as always, the cape does just slot into here. I'm not going to bother to do it because I really need to warm this one up because this is very, very stiff and I don't want to damage the figure. But as you can see, on the back of this one, it does just go in the back. It's very simple. You just plug the pauldrons through the 2 little holes in the cape up here. So these line up just across here, like so, and then the pauldrons plug in the back and it just leaves it long and flowing. As you can see, it does flow quite nicely. I really like how this looks. Nice and sleek. It is a little ruffled up. I can fix that, and I will do. But yeah, if you want just like a nice long flowing cape, this is the one. Now, this is your standard Mythic Legion, so it does have your standard Mythic Legion articulation. Arms come up to here. You do get the full rotation. Obviously, it's going to be limited because of the pauldrons. These pauldrons don't get in the way as a lot of other ones, so you do have a bit more range. We have a single jointed elbow with wrist swivel. The forearm and the wrist both swivel as well. So if you want to turn them to do some weird poses, you can, but there's no double jointed action. Legs come up to about there, and they bend to about there. So your standard sort of like 1 inch. This foam is 1 inch, and then you see there, that's about as far as the knee comes. So if you want some nice dioramas, 1 inch foam might be your best bet, because then you can have these sort of like standing poses, just like that. The figure itself bends about that. One thing to notice, because of the ball joint in the middle, it will pop out if you bend it too far, as I discovered with a lot of figures. My two, so far, don't have the same issue I've had with a couple of the newer models with this torso, where the ball joint is just so loose that they easily come apart. My Lord Bardrick, my Krotos, one of my Valaks, you could just do that, and the body will come off. This one's a bit sturdier, which I like. I don't want my figures falling apart, you know how it is. So that is Pelvicus and Lord Bushotee. The other ones in the Furious 4 are the Orc Head and the... It's an Orc Head and... Is it the Cat Head, or was that limited to the 2-pack? It's a Bull Head, that's it. It's an Orc Head and a Bull Head. But this is these figures. I think these are great. I am so glad I bought one of each, because I can't decide between which one I think looks better. I think I prefer this look, but I would kick myself if I didn't have this in my collection. I don't want to have to pick and choose, so I'm glad I got both. I would honestly kind of get a third one if you can source them for cheap. Over here in the UK, they've just come up on the eBay UK for about £50 to £60. So it's sort of a normal price for a Mythic Legion over here. I would grab a few. These are great army builder bases, like this red armour and this black. I just think you can make so many awesome combinations, like this alone. This piece here, that just screams like samurai or like city guard, something like that. Just grab the other one, the bull head and the orc head. Probably pop the red fabric ones, because they've got the arms and legs that Valak and stuff have. Pop the red fabric on here and you've got a whole new figure. Yeah, honestly, grab these figures. They're amazing. Thank you very much, guys. If you enjoyed, please drop a like. It helps me amazingly. If you're new and you're not subscribed but you'd like to be, that would also be amazing. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.